Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Lowell Sun's High School Football Show on lowellsun.com. We're coming off a bye week, but it was another wacky week in the Merrimack Valley Conference. Chelmsford High losing to Lawrence for one. I mean, who saw that coming? Then there was former league doormat Methuen High shutting out Lowell. Unbelievable. Billerica, of course, overcame Drake at 28-21 on Nick LaSpada's 50-yard TD run in the final minutes, followed by some tenacious, suffocating defense. Now the weekend's results leave Billerica tied with Central and Andover atop MVC Division I at 2-0, while Lawrence is on top of MVC Division II with a 2-1 record. But it's starting to look like this could be the Indians' year. And our Lynn Worthy caught up with two key figures for Billerica in this week's interview. Lynn, what do you got?
Thanks, Dennis. I'm here at Billerica Memorial High School, where we caught up with head football coach Peter Flynn and star quarterback Nick LaSpada, coming off the big win against Drake last week, heading into this week's game, where they'll be hosting Tewksbury at the Marshall Middle School in Billerica. It was a heck of a game on Friday night against Drake. What was sort of like the feeling like after that big win? I mean, obviously you still got more to go, but that was a big one.
Oh, the whole atmosphere leading up to the game during the course of the week. The school, the town, the kids, everybody was fired up all week long. Then go to play such an important game in the Merrimack Valley was just incredible. Both stands were packed. You could feel the emotion from the fans, the support of both fans. It was unbelievable. It was good, wholesome atmosphere, and that's what you strive for, and we want our student athletes to be in this kind of environment. And our kids, they stayed the course. It was a seesaw battle back and forth, and our kids kept their nose to the grindstone, kept their sleeves rolled up, and it was a thing of beauty to watch, and it was so exciting.
What was it like on the sideline from a coach's perspective when it's such a close game? There's been turnovers, there's been everything, and then in the fourth quarter, it's whoever scores.
I have to be totally candid with you. I felt confident the entire game. As far as the speed of the game, it just flew by because the whole time you're coaching. Every minuscule second you're thinking, it's like a chess match. What are we going to do here? Defense, what are we going to do? Offense, what are we going to do here? And it was just so much fun.
Coming into this year, did you guys think Drake could be as big a game as it was last year? I mean, last year you guys were both undefeated when it came time for that. This year you figured Drake had some losses from a Super Bowl team. You guys, I think, lost some guys on the line, right? You had some guys coming back, but you lost some guys. Was it a surprise for it to be as big a game at that point in the season?
We were hoping it would be. We kept the write-up from last year, 40-0 at halftime, on the wall during the course of the week. Just a reminder for our kids, a little reminder, and our kids, stayed on task with that. As far as the growth and development of our team, yes, I did expect that. We have Nick LaSpada, he's sophomore this year, but he's put on maybe 20 pounds, and he's put on at least 1 inch in height, maybe 2. And his maturation mentally also is second to none. He has such a mastery of our offense now, and he does a super job in his pre-snap reads, his post-snap reads. We have Donahue as a receiver. We have Coelho as a receiver that's doing an outstanding job for us. Of course, Wayne Bowles, one of our captains, just doing a phenomenal job both sides of the ball. Chris Clark running the ball. Our offensive line just doing a superb job. They were very inexperienced when we started, and they've stayed the course and worked assiduously day in, day out, and just have blossomed. And defensively, our guys are swarming to the ball. They're being physical. They're hustling. And it's a thing of beauty to watch the maturation as it manifests itself during the course of the week and the season.
And you come off this big win. You guys have Tewksbury at home this week. What are you looking for your team from here on out? I mean, you got that big win, and of course the season's not over. So what are you looking for? What areas you want to improve?
What we want to do, right? Exactly. Then what we want to do is, as a team, we always talk to the kids about fruit falling off the vine and how it rots. We don't want to be that fruit that falls off the vine and rots. We want to grow every day. We don't want to be part-time achievers. We want to be full-time achievers. We want to, every day that we're on the field, what are we going to do to make ourselves better? What are we going to do to make our team better?
This one was huge. They came out, dominated us last year, 40-0 at halftime. So I had that in the back of my mind the whole time. I wanted to make sure our team was well prepared throughout the whole week. You could see the attitude in their eyes. They were well prepared, and we got the victory. So.
What was it like during the course of the game? I know that they had sort of, I think they had a couple of turnovers you guys were able to take advantage of. Did you have sort of a feeling throughout the game that you guys were going to be able to come out on top? Did you feel like, at some point the thing swung, or was it, what was it like to be in the middle of it?
From the start, I was pretty confident that we were going to come out and we were going to be intense the whole time. The turnovers that they had, it was really a changing point in the game, so we took advantage of the opportunities they gave us. I led the team down the field, and we got some points off of those turnovers.
In the fourth quarter, it's a close game, and then the deciding scorer comes on a run by you. Do you remember how that play unfolded and how it played out in your head?
We called a sweep to the right, and I knew it was a tie game. I had to make a play, so saw the cutback lane to the left, saw some open field, put a little moves on one kid, and then I broke it to the end zone.
What are you sort of looking for as far as you guys go along? What do you think are going to be the big things for you guys?
We're going to have to take care of the ball. Going to have to be mentally tough throughout the whole game. No mental errors. Be physical tough as well. Got to hit the teams hard. I'm going to have to lead the team on offense, defense, do what I can to make some plays, get other teammates involved. Like Wayne Bowles, he's a difference maker, and other wide receivers. So I'm going to try to get them into the game more, and we're looking good for this week. Tewksbury.
Now, obviously, the Drake game was a big game. Are there any other games coming up that you guys sort of have circled on the schedule? Any big games that you're looking forward to? Or?
Well, putting the Drake game behind us, we're focusing on this week. Tewksbury coming in at home, so it should be a big game, but down the road, we're going to be looking towards the Merrimack Valley, the Central game, and focusing on the other big teams. But we're going to focus on this week for right now, and then after Tewksbury, we'll go on to the next team. How
good can you guys be? Do you guys have a goal? Do you have like a sort of a place where you see you guys being able to go this year?
We try not to think about that. We try to take it one day at a time, but like any other team, we're looking for the best. We want to become Super Bowl champions. But we're going to take it one day at a time to see where that ends up.
Thanks, Lynn. Interesting stuff. Now, our live webcast game of the week this Friday night is a dual county league battle between Tingsboro High and Westford Academy at Westford. These are two clubs having pretty decent years, and you can catch the live streaming at lowellsun.com Friday night starting at 7. Now, let's talk about Rick's picks. Rick has not been enjoying a very good campaign this year. He's been missing on a lot of his picks, but he guarantees these three. Chelmsford over Methuen, Wilmington over Hamilton Wenham, and Drake it over Lowell. Boy, that was a tough one, Rick, that Drake it over Lowell. And of course, my pick to click, Lowell Catholic. Go Crusaders. See you next week.